You actually live independently. Jada Pinkett Smith could trust that the Oscars episode saved her union with Will Smith, yet it seems like Will has an alternate story in Florida. He's simply appreciating life and spending time with somebody who seems to be Jada. Apparently, Will Smith is genuinely carrying on with his best life as of late. A few pictures got the fans' consideration via virtual entertainment. In the image, Will Smith has been found in Miami for workmanship basil as of late and on Thursday and Friday. A baffling lady has been spending time with him and his group's charming that she closely resembles Jada in any event. Brandishing a comparative shaved head look, many fans are worried that the lady is a piece thicker and curvier than Jada, yet her character stays a secret. What we cannot deny is that she's been keeping near Will as of late, and they appear to be amicable. There's no open presentation of friendship that we can see, yet she's most certainly in his circle. What is happening is captivating, a result of her uncanny similarity to Jada. It's important that Jada, as of late, referenced she wouldn't leave Will after he supported her at the foundation grants, as Will previously figured out who the following lady in his life will be. According to Jada's point of view, she sees numerous good results from the Oscars occurrence anyway. Assessments from others could vary. It's as yet unsure how Mike Smith really feels about it. Curiously, Jada wasn't with Will in Miami toward the end of last week, while she attests that they are nearer than at any other time after the episode. Will is by all accounts passing an alternate message. He made a trip on to Saudi Arabia without her, adding to the vulnerability despite the fact that they spent Thanksgiving all together. The circumstance with Will and Jada stays as expected, mind-boggling and multi-layered. Jada Pinkett was as of late on a book visit where she transparently shared a few private insights concerning her relationship with Will Shaw Kingley. She uncovered that the couple had been isolated for more than 10 years. According to Jada, she will have the opportunity to date others regardless of keeping up with what she calls a day-to-day existence association. Jada demands that their unpredictable game plan in Hollywood is unmistakable from an open marriage, despite the fact that she doesn't give subtleties on how it varies. While Jada has given understanding about her marriage, she likewise uncovered that she dated August Elena for quite a while. Jada Pinkett Smith's dating life took a capricious turn when August Elena turned out to be essential for the story. In the midst of her long-term union with Will Smith, in a July 2020 meeting, Alsina uncovered that he had been sincerely associated with Pink Smith and guaranteed that her better half Will Smith had given his endorsement to their relationship. He guaranteed, "I completely gave myself to that relationship for quite a long time of my life, and I genuinely and ridiculously profoundly love and have a lot of affection for her," the New Orleans local said during a meeting with Breakfast Club. "Have Angela? Yeah, I dedicated myself to it. I gave my full self to it." After at first denying the performer's cases, Pinkett Smith later uncovered that she was isolated from Smith when the entrapment occurred. "We were over from that point as time went on. I got into an alternate sort of trap with August," the Gotham alum said on Red Casual Conversation that very month, alluding to her 2015 split from the Philadelphia local. Smith, who joined his significant other on the television show, reviewed the couple's choice to head out in different directions in the midst of promising and less promising times in their marriage. "We concluded we planned to isolate for a while, and you go sort out some way to make yourself blissful, and I'll sort out some way to fulfill myself." He partook in July 2020. "I truly felt like we could be finished, albeit the couple had been dating others for a seriously lengthy time span now." Fans were stunned when Will's previous partner, sibling Bilal, uncovered a few experiences about Will Smith. He uncovered that Will could have cheated on Jada, as he was gay, and had been physical with different people for delight. One of the names that got the focal point of consideration was the name of Dwayne Martin. Ball demands that he discovered Will in the act and has purportedly given a nitty-gritty record of the situation he saw, leaving fans with goosebumps and paralyzed responses as P.R. Bale. He strolled in startlingly on the 55-year elderly people. Men in dark star in Dwayne Martin participated in AS act in Martin's changing area. He said, "I made the way for Dwayne's changing area. And that is when I see Dwayne having, similarly as with Will, there was a lounge chair and Will was twisted around on the sofa and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. It was murdering. Then there was a lounge chair and Will was twisted around on the lounge chair and Dwayne was standing up. Lord I'm like, Mur. It was Mur in there." He guaranteed, "I saw S acts. There was one I strolled in on bail made sense of that. He led an exhaustive pursuit and saw that Smith's vehicle was left as expected. Yet the entertainer was mysteriously absent. He unveiled that makers from the undisclosed venture overreached him through his walkie-talkie and telephone, encouraging him to find the entertainer and take him back to the set. By Belial, Jada Pinkett Smith's alienated spouse was the lady everybody wanted. He guaranteed that Will required that approval to have that kind of lady. This basically makes sense of for what reason Will is spending time with Jada's clone. Anyway, Jada Pinkett Smith has stepped in to guard Will, pondering legitimate activity against charges that her significant other was associated with a relationship with a male co-star. Leaving iHeartRadio in New York City, she answered immovably to the reports we suing it. Doesn't appear as though a joke, and a nearby source proposed that Will is truly considering lawful activity, suggesting there might be a reality to Jada's reaction. Like such countless bits of gossip, whatever you need to say, we it during her appearance on Power 105. The Morning Meal Club. Jay communicated her disappointment, saying, "We will make a lawful move, since it's one thing to have an assessment on someone versus making up lascivious, vindictive stories. It's false, we will deal with it." And that is that Jada Pinkett Smith has disproved the charges, proclaiming to TMZ that the story is altogether manufactured. She expressed, "This story is totally created, and the case is unequivocally misleading." Panther Wright likewise worked up the dramatization by saying that Jada Pinkett Smith's association with August Elena was truly a power move against her significant other Will Smith. It gets more insane as she recommends that Will and Jada are both purchase, sell, and have done some uncommon stuff with youthful folks in Hollywood. And get this, it's not only August. There are more rappers messed up in the Smiths' web. Puma claims they meddled with these youthful folks, such a lot of that some of them went out shouting in any event, when it should be mentorship. Tame fact: Reese is brought in with the general mishmash too. Now mentorship is something typical in Hollywood, where hotshots guide new gifts, yet as per Panther, Will and Jada transformed it into something totally different, utilizing it to get new to do bizarre things together. And hang on, there's more Poompalet. The cat out of the bag about bail uncovering Will having cozy minutes with Dwayne Martin. Appears as though there's a conviction drifting around that Will could have driven Dwayne into getting things new for his own fulfillment, particularly during a rough time in his marriage. And here's the talk factory for you: certain individuals figure Will may be gay and Jada may be having an uncomfortable outlook on it, which could be creating problems in their marriage. Puma guarantees that Will has ultimately depended on a few unusual things with different folks at parties. Even Trisha Piss bounces in blaming Will for having a thing with one of their male artists. Everything began when Trisha was protecting Shane Dawson and had a few extreme words for Jada, advising her to zero in on her own better half, all things being equal. So it's not only one individual asserting that Will may be engaged with men. There are various sources expressing that Will has heartfelt associations with men. Apparently Will would rather not circumvent all that and begin another existence with a lady who is Jada. The same to manage the tragedy of his marriage with Jada Pinkett Smith. A client remarked, "There is no restriction to him. How Will's family will say or cause to notice themselves, evidently residing off his distinction and reputation over the course of the years, isn't sufficient." Another client expressed, "She is such a humiliation. Will had such a sovereign with his most memorable wife. You get what you settle for in any case." That is all there is to it for the present video, folks. Gratitude for observing.